Hello, everyone out there in YouTube land. This is Eddie, and I have another message. This is some of my earlier work. Like I said, some of it's going to sound different than some of the other stuff that I put out, but this one is called I've Been There, That's Why I'm Here. Music plays a big role among other things, experiences of my personal life that help influence my decisions on what I choose to write about. God will lay something on my heart and I'll do the rest. Every person goes through trial and tribulations every day, whether it be addiction, life choices, depression, etc. We often beat ourselves up over what we thought we should have chosen when we feel like we're wrong about something. The Kenny Chesney song, That's Why I'm Here, is my inspiration for today's message. The man was an alcoholic and was feeling like it was too late to make things right by the time he sought help. He finally attends a meeting for alcoholics and listens to everyone talking and almost walks away when an old man stood up and spoke. It's the simple things in life, like the kids at home and a loving wife, that you miss the most when you lose control. And everything you love starts to disappear. The devil takes your hand and says, "No fear, have another shot. Just one more beer. I've been there, that's why I'm here." He sticks around to hear the next person who describes living his life in denial, and he cries as he talks about wasted years. After hearing this, he finally sees what he himself had been doing all this time. The message the old man spoke of had finally became pretty clear to him. It hit him pretty hard. Just like today, in many situations, you can apply the same logic to today's problems. When we're lost and finally realize where we're supposed to be. For me, it was a business card from a co-worker talking about a church in Kingsport, Tennessee. I actually have that card right here somewhere. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, see, Orbank Chapel. And I carry it everywhere I go because I do feel that one day somebody's going to need to hear the same words that I needed to hear, and we'll take that chance. Alright. I was skeptical because I hadn't been to church in years. Scared of making myself go through those doors and face strangers that have never laid eyes on me. Worried that they would judge me for my appearance or not being worthy or good enough to attend. My daughter Mercedes was my angel in this story. As we were in the parking lot, I was still debating on what to do. She finally had enough of my rambling and procrastinating and, to an extent, got me out of the car to face who and what was behind those doors of the church. She led the way and we take a seat in the main back pew on the left. As we were coming in, eyes and heads turned to see who was there. Approximately 20-some people and a whole lot of empty pews was what I saw. An older man was at the altar in the middle of a Sunday school lesson. Not even 10 minutes of being there. We had a few people come by and thank us for coming, and the pastor even introduced himself. The Sunday school teacher kept going, and I heard a very familiar saying, "You're not alone." The more he kept talking, the more I realized he was talking about what I tend to try to put out to people. It was then I was thankful to be there. I was thankful for the business card, thankful for my daughter, and thankful for God for getting us there. So when I stand to give my testimony the next Sunday I'm off work, I may repeat this same message to someone who may also need to hear it. I've been there. That's why I'm here. I was in a world of addiction, a world of selfishness and greed, a world of secrets, a world of ready to end it all. But God, give me hope, something to believe in, So to anyone who doesn't think someone else knows how you feel, they may not have the same outlook on life as you do, but emotional and physical pain is pain, regardless on how you look at it. We are all human. I was there in that bad place of hurt, deception, evil, suicide. God brought me out of it and into a church I really enjoy so far. That's why I'm here. May peace and love be with you all, and always remember, you're not alone. And I'm going to go ahead and promote this church since I'm out here, and I know I done shared the card, but I want to give out some detailed information about this. It's called Orbank Chapel Central Baptist Church. The pastor's name is Tim Reisner. It's 5776 Orbank Road, Kingsport, Tennessee, 37664. If you want to give the pastor a call, or I believe this is the church number, maybe at the church, I don't know, I've never heard a phone ring there. The number is 423-782-7738, and the email address is orbankchapel@gmail.com. The service times are Sunday morning for the Sunday school is 9:45 a.m. Sunday evening services are at 6 p.m. Wednesday Bible study is at 6:30 p.m. And if I'm not mistaken, Pastor Tim does a online Facebook Live, if I'm not mistaken, on Tuesdays. I'm thinking it's at 7. I'm not entirely sure of the time. But, if you're looking for a King James Version, down-to-earth, Christian, tells it like it is, like it should be, go check out the Orbank Chapel Church. Amazing place. So glad that, for this card. Thank you, Miss Connie. You were the one at work that gave me the card and told me about this place. And we've been going there for, about every Sunday that we can. I did skip a few Sundays to go to another place or two. But they do a Facebook Live of every service, so if you was to not be able to attend, you can actually watch it on Facebook on their page, and it's an amazing place. People are down home, make you feel welcome. It's amazing. Just that's best I can put it. But peace and love be with you all. Always remember, you're not alone, and good night.